NFL Week 4 is here, and I found 3 edges using my personalized model on the Rithmm AI app. I'm Eric Pauly. You can find me on X at SlimeAction. I am a proud Rithmm partner here to show you guys 3 edges I found using my personalized model backed by Rithmm AI. The Rithmm app allows you to customize your own model, or you can have the app create a model for you. If you create your own model, you're able to create factors, which are basically compiled data points of different statistics that you choose. You create up to 3 factors. You can add in some factors already created by the app itself, and boom, you have a model that you can then adjust and utilize for different sports. I used it for the National Football League, and I have 3 edges that I found for this week. Let's get into the first one. The 3-0 Buffalo Bills go from primetime on Monday to primetime on Sunday as I head to Baltimore to take on Lamar and the Ravens. I handicap these games myself, and then I use my Rithmm AI to find edges to see if they coincide with some of the edges I found with my own numbers. And right here we have a situation where the Buffalo Bills on the money line, not even with the 2.5 points, is one of the best edges that my Rithmm AI app has found this week. Now, we know Buffalo is 3-0, Baltimore is 1-2, though they've played some really tough games and seemed as if that they, could realistically be 3-0 at this point, considering how they lost that game in Kansas City against Las Vegas. But regardless, Josh Allen is on an absolutely different planet. This Bills team is arguably the best team in football at this current moment, and while the Ravens are definitely a formidable opponent, the Buffalo Bills are the side we're going with, confirmed by my model and as well as my numbers. So Buffalo on the money line for Sunday Night Football is the first edge. Let's get into the second one. Now, my personalized model is very offensively driven and doesn't take into account as poor defenses as much as some models potentially could. And because of that, I'm not surprised to see my model showing value on this play. However, I also do show value on this play and confirm with my model, even with the lack of defense that I do factor in. This game makes a ton of sense. Washington Commanders plus 3.5 in Arizona. Washington is really a unique story. They have one of the best offenses in football through 3 weeks of a small sample size. Obviously, can go back down to earth. But this defense is abysmal, one of the worst defenses in football. Now, Arizona, their defense is really not good either. Washington's is worse, but this is not a great defensive unit. But this Arizona offense is really good, and we expect that there's going to be a lot of passing in this game. And just by pure offensive metrics, the Commanders are probably why my model is showing value to the Washington side. And these metrics are hard to ignore. This game could definitely be a shootout, and you're giving me 3.5 points for a team that my numbers made closer to even, and the Rithmm AI has Washington as a favorite. Give me the Washington Commanders plus 3.5. Let's dive into the last one. It's an ugly one, but the Jacksonville Jaguars, despite how bad they've looked as 0-3 and especially getting embarrassed in Buffalo on Monday night, give me them plus 6.5 points. It's a number that I made closer to 5. The Rithmm AI app and my model via the app is showing me clear value on the Jacksonville Jaguars with the points. The market has also coincided. Some of that value would open at 7 is now ticked down to 6. I was able to get it in at Jacksonville plus 6.5 tracked on the Rithmm app, which is another amazing feature. You can track all the plays from your model, all those edges, and then you can see how your model is doing in real time. But back to the handicap here, the Jacksonville Jaguars look dead in the water, and this is a team that could simply be just one of the worst teams in football. I do have them rated down there myself. But even with Houston being one of the better teams and not really downgrading all too much because the Minnesota Vikings are real and that defense is real, I still see this game as not a 6.5 point spread. I have it closer to 5, and my Rithmm AI model has it viewed similarly. It's a hold your nose kind of play with the Jaguars because I could be dead in the water, but I'm taking them plus 6.5, and that wraps up my 3 plays for this week. Let's recap. So number 1, download the Rithmm AI app and build your own personalized model. And if you don't want to build your own, the app will create a model for you. It's an amazing way to go about it. Number 2, plays that my current model has found for week 4. I have the Buffalo Bills moneyline, Washington plus 3.5, and lastly, going with the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 6.5. Make sure to download the Rithmm AI app. Best of luck this weekend, and I'll see you guys for week 5.